Yes, and back pages, guys. Phil Foden has made most of the back pages. The sniper, Pep says, Phil's the best player in the Premier League. Is that celebration going to catch on, though? Do you reckon they're kind of down on one knee? I'm not so sure. That's on
I'm not happy. That's the one thing we'll have to have a chat with Phil about.
Completely agree with you.
We need to work on something from him.
Absolutely. How did he miss that? The Times there, their sports pull out. They've got the picture.
What a picture.
Somehow of Erling Haaland missing from a couple of yards out. I don't think anybody thought they'd ever see that, would they? Simply the best, Foden as player of the season, says Pep. That's the headline on the back of the Daily Mail. The Mirror, shooting star, Sniper Phil, fire City to Derby win as Pep hails him as the best player in the league. So a lot of back pages waxing lyrical over City. Inside the back pages, a lot of pieces on Marcus Rashford, because obviously in the week he came out with that article on the Players' Tribune, coming out and defending himself. Scored an absolute worldie, didn't he, in that first half?
Yes.
And then maybe from then on in didn't have his best game.
He was rotten after
He was rotten. I was trying to be polite, Jeff, but he was rotten, wasn't he?
No, he wasn't. Look, it's a wonderful, wonderful goal, and you would have thought from that he would have been able to kick on in the rest of the game. He had a fairly thankless task. Of course he did, because United was sitting so deep, but he had two great chances in the first half, and then in the second half I thought he embarrassed himself when he went down under that challenge from Kyle Walker.
It was so cheap, wasn't it, Jeff?
Yeah, and it led to a goal.
But do you think part of it was
Kyle Walker bullied him?
He's seen Kyle Walker, he's thought, I've got absolutely no chance here, and he's just gone down hoping for the best. But those chances, Jeff, is there ever a game that sums up Marcus Rashford more than that? A moment of brilliance, and then he stinks the place out for the rest of the game. That header, Ali, as a former centre forward, that won't go down on paper probably, in the stats is a good chance. But that header, to put it in your path, to be one-on-one with the goalkeeper, am I wrong in saying it was a pretty simple thing for him to do, and he completely messed up?
I just think he's struggling, I really do, along with few United players. And I hate to think it sounds as though I'm picking on him now, but I said last week, Jeff, United chat, I think it's now the stage for himself and for United. He's got to get away and get on with his football again. I really, really do. Wonder goal, by the way.
Yeah.
Absolute wonder goal. But after that, I mean, you could see that Kyle Walker had his number, as Kyle Walker has with a lot of people. There's no mistake about that. But there was no real stars in the United side, but you're looking for more from Marcus Rashford, and we're continuing to say that. And I don't know. I don't know whether that ship sailed.
There weren't, I thought Dalot played well, and I thought Bruno Fernandes played well. I thought, in that false nine role, obviously he was involved in the Marcus Rashford goal as well. And I thought he did his absolute utmost to drag the United team right throughout.
Marcus Rashford, an England attacker, not in good form. I want to give some love, though, to one England attacker who is in good form. What an option is the headline in the Sun's goals pull out this morning. There's a picture of a very happy Ollie Watkins scoring twice for Aston Villa as they beat Luton. Yeah. Gareth Davis saying Ollie Watkins has a real spring in his step after the Aston Villa striker showed he can be a genuine alternative to Harry Kane at the Euros. Watkins has leapt to the top of Gareth Southgate's list of backup options by making it 21 goals for Villa with a fine double at Luton. Ali, we hope and we touch wood that nothing happens to Harry Kane between now and the start or end of the Euros. But are we in a place now where has Ollie Watkins nailed down that role as the backup to Harry Kane?
If he hasn't done it now, he's just about done it. I think so. Injuries, obviously Callum Wilson, Ivan Toney's been okay since he's come back, but Watkins, I've got to say, two finishes. I thought the finish he took from the free kick was absolutely superb. Lovely touch with his left foot to open the goal up for him, and he slid it in off the post, right hand side. Great finish, confidence. Saw him a couple of times. I can't remember what game. They weren't great actually. Villa at home. One of the games was that, might be in the cup. Doesn't matter. Overall, his level of performance right now, he's a shoot-in for Kane's stand-in for me. No, absolutely.
Yeah, I agree. I think he has nailed down that second spot. I just don't see anybody who's coming close to him at the moment. He's having the season of his life, and that was absolutely brilliant. Tell you what, you have to feel for Luton again. How many times has that happened to them this season? They've shown all that character, all that resilience, and also a fair splattering of ability as well, and they are done right at the death.
TalkSPORT Breakfast, waking you up Monday to Friday morning from 6 a.m. on AM, on DAB, via the TalkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. TalkSPORT.